Did you know that a total solar eclipse is coming to the United States this month? If not, or even if you heard only a little bit about that, I'm Professor Capko, and I'm here to tell you a little bit more about it. But first, I want to say I believe something wonderful is about to happen for you, so be on the lookout for it. And now, back to the video. A total solar eclipse is coming to North America, and right now we're going to get the eclipse party started. Yes, we are. So let's learn more about it. When is it coming? Well, it's coming on April 8th of 2024, the total solar eclipse. This is not a lunar eclipse. This is a solar eclipse. So it's going to occur during the day, and the sun's going to be blocked out by the moon. Now, will it be blocked in the entire United States? No. Only portions of it will be blocked, and there's a path, a totality path that we're going to go over, and I'm going to show you where that is going to cover that path. You'll be able to see the totality of the eclipse. But if you're not on that path at the right time, you'll only see a partial solar eclipse. But you still will get to participate in this and get to see some of the eclipse. But be aware, you need to be wearing eye protection to see it. So I can't stress that enough. You need to have proper eye protection to watch the solar eclipse, even the partial eclipse. And just sunglasses is not going to cut it. I'll talk to you about the types of the eye protection you can use, and I'm going to link to some of it below and on the screen as well, but make sure you've got the proper eye protection because you can seriously damage your vision for life, and you don't want to do that, obviously. So let's talk about this. If you are going to go see the total solar eclipse, let me know down in the comments and put where you're going, and we can all start getting excited about it. So anyway, as I mentioned, it's going to be on Monday, April 8th. And this is the last solar eclipse for a very long time, probably the last one in North America in my lifetime. So I'm very excited about it, and I'm excited that it's coming up. Let's look at what this NASA's science page has to say about it. I'll link to this down a description so you can take a look at it. On April 8th, 2024, a total solar eclipse will cross North America, passing over Mexico, the United States, and Canada. A total solar eclipse happens when the moon passes between the sun and the earth, completely blocking the face of the sun. The sky will darken as if it were dawn or dusk. So that's going to be really, really cool to see. And even if you're not in that path, you'll be able to see the sun partially blocked by the moon. Safety is the number one priority when viewing a total solar eclipse. Be sure you are familiar with when you need to wear specialized eye protection designed for solar viewing and these safety guidelines. So we're going to get into safety guidelines in a moment, but let's look at the where and when. So on this page, we talk about the where and when, and we've got a map of the United States, and it shows the path that the totality of the eclipse is going to take. So let's take a look at this, and I'll try and zoom in some so we can get a better look at it. You can see that this is the path of the total eclipse, this dark area here, and it's going to pass along this path. And so if you're not within this path, you will not see the total eclipse. You only see a partial eclipse. So you're going to want to be in this path if you want to see the total eclipse, and during the particular time too. So we can take a look at this a little bit further. Here's another map that shows the eclipse. It says on Monday, April 8th, the total solar eclipse will cross North America, passing over Mexico, the United States, and Canada. The total solar eclipse will begin over the South Pacific Ocean. Weather permitting, the first location in continental North America that will experience the totality is Mexico's Pacific coast. And that will be at 11:07 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So let me talk about that for a moment. Weather permitting, the eclipse is going to happen whether the weather permits or not. So the eclipse is going to happen. Whether you can see it or not depends upon the weather. That's a lot of weathers in one sentence. Obviously, if it's cloudy or rainy, you will not be able to see the eclipse. So let's all hope for good weather so we can have great viewing of the eclipse. Again, this is the path to the totality, and it's going to run along this way. So let's see what else it says here from NASA. It says the path of the eclipse continues from Mexico, entering the United States in Texas, and traveling through Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Small parts of Tennessee and Michigan will also experience a total eclipse. So just little portions of those states will see the eclipse. The eclipse enters Canada in southern Ontario and continues through. So we're going to focus on the United States here. Notice that contrary to what you might think, the path of the eclipse is going to go from southwest to northeast. We all are familiar with the sun rising in the east and going to the west. Even the moon rises in the east and goes to the west, and that's because of the rotation of the earth. However, the path of the shadow is going to go from the southwest to the northeast. And there's some animation that shows that. We can get into that in another video, but we want to just talk about the overview right now. And so there's a solar eclipse map on this page, and also tells you the times that the partial eclipse begins, when the totality, that's when it's completely covered, begins, maximum when it's completely covered, and when the totality ends and the partial ends. And this gives the locations and gives you the times to look for it in the time zones that are there. So be aware of that. If you want to take a look at those, if you want to see the totality eclipse, you're going to need to head to one of those locations at that time. Be aware, there's going to be a lot of people. So crowds are going to be at maximum. There's going to be a lot of crowds. Because this is such an exciting event, I've decided that I'm going to go see the totality. So I plan to travel because I'm currently in Florida, and we're only going to get a partial eclipse here in Florida. I'm going to travel to a location. I'm going to give it a super secret location right now. I'm not going to disclose it at the moment, but I'm going to go see the total eclipse in one of the locations that will be covered by it. And I plan to bring you some video from it, and I'll disclose where it is once I'm there, but I don't want to do that until I'm there. And I will do some videos as I travel, so that will be kind of like you're traveling along with me. And hopefully, I think you'll find that interesting. I'm even going to possibly try to do some live video from the eclipse. I'm not sure how well that will work out because of some technical issues, bandwidth issues, all of that. So I don't want to promise something that may not happen, but I will certainly record some video and upload it as soon as possible so you can get the experience if you're not able to travel. Let's talk about safety. Safety is incredibly important for viewing an eclipse. Safety. Eye safety during a total solar eclipse, except during the brief total phase of the total solar eclipse, when the moon completely blocks the sun's bright face, it is not safe to look directly at the sun without specialized eye protection for solar viewing. Viewing any part of this bright sun through a camera lens, binoculars, or telescope without special purpose solar filter secured over the front of the optics will instantly cause severe eye injury. So you can see a video, you can see the photo here of these folks, and they've got some eye protection, and I've linked some eye protection down below that is approved. And you can also select it if you got the right device. It's also going to be on your screen, so you can select that. Order it soon because it needs to arrive, and there's going to be a lot of people ordering this, so that it may run out. Make sure you're not left without the viewing protection. If you're ordering something, and I'm going to highlight this for us or annotate it, it needs to be ISO 12312-2. So that's the designation you want on it. So you're just your regular your regular sunglasses won't work. You need to have something that's ISO 12312-2 certified, the international standard. And that, make sure you're doing that before you view the eclipse. And of course, you should not view it for a camera lens or anything like that unless you have the proper protection on the lens. Also, you could do some things like bring a colander, put that out, and see how the eclipse shows that. You can create a pinhole box or camera to look through, and that might be a safe way to do it. There's information about that on this site. And as I said, I'm linking it down in the description. Here they're looking through some binoculars, but they've got protective lenses on there. So make sure you have the proper filters on there. On this large telescope, they've also got the proper filter on that. So make sure you do that. You can just get some inexpensive glasses such as these. They're cardboard with the proper filters. I've got those linked below, some similar ones. So those will be safe for viewing. Go ahead and order those quickly if you can. There's some additional information, safety things. So take a look at that. This site also has an overview, which is really cool. If you go up here, Total Eclipse Overview, it shows, number one, that it shows an animation of the eclipse, of an eclipse, and it shows this animation as well, showing Earth as it rotates and how the eclipse will impact it, and the amount of coverage. So just this central path here will be the total eclipse, and then outside of it will be a partial eclipse. You can see it as it's passing over. This purple line here is showing you the path of the total eclipse and the time period as it's going over each of them and as it passes over North America. So this is pretty cool. And there's also some animation showing from behind the moon what it would look like, and the Earth and the moon, and the sun, Earth and moon. It shows you how they're all lined up. So this is really some very good animation, very interesting stuff. So I would check this out, take a look at it. They've done a really good job with it. But the main thing that I wanted to get to today is to get you excited about this upcoming eclipse. There's more information here about how to prepare, science of it. I'm going to do some additional videos on the eclipse. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss those videos, and you'll be aware when I do them. Also, I'd love to bring you more videos like this and bring you more science and educational things, but it really helps me if you become a member. There's a membership. Just click the join button and it'll give you information about the various levels of membership. Members get early access to videos. They also get priority in getting their questions answered, and some of them you can request a video be made. So there's a lot of benefits to membership. So consider becoming a member of the channel, and there's other ways to support the channel. You can order some things like the Solar Eclipse glasses, which are listed down below. There's some merch, some Professor Capko merch there to check out. Also check out the other things I have in this channel, everything from some fun launches, launch views, as well as educational things, accounting, legal, and math. So there's a lot of materials I have. So if this is your first time viewing my channel, welcome. I love having you here. That's all I have for this video, but it would really be a help if you would subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. That's really appreciated. And hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Thank you.